And this is going to be intercepted.
What's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Jono, and I'm back with another video. Today I'm showing y'all one of the greatest comebacks ever. And I tell you, I was losing this whole entire game. I went into the half 14-0. They was not letting me do nothing. And then that second half, I got it together. I got it going. I need y'all to watch this whole gameplay. I'm gonna drop a tutorial on my defense, because my defense in that second half was straight lockdown, and I think I found a little glitch in this game, but I'm not gonna even confirm that. Y'all just gonna have to watch for yourself. But as y'all see this game, y'all gonna see I was losing the whole entire game. When I say I was losing the whole entire game, I was losing the whole entire game. Dude kept having his little side remarks and all that crap, but I wasn't letting that faze me. I was just letting him do all his talking that he was doing. Just let him talk, because he thought he was hot stuff. Just kept letting him talk. But I stayed in the game. He thought I was going to quit. See, that's one thing about me. I'm not going to quit. If I don't go down by, like, at least 21 and I know I can't do nothing with you, then I quit. But if I'm just sitting here at 14 and I keep moving the ball, and you give me the opportunity, and you don't change nothing up, I'm gonna get it together, and I'm gonna come back. As y'all gonna see in this gameplay. Stop testing my user. If y'all out there and y'all see me come up and play me, make sure y'all don't test my user, because I ain't playing no games with y'all. Like I said, this whole gameplay I was losing. I'm gonna show how I was losing. I ain't gonna cut nothing. I ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing. I ain't gonna cover nothing up. Y'all gonna see this footage raw and uncut. Y'all gonna see how this game went and everything. Y'all gonna see how I survived this whole game, and I came back and won. Mind you, I won the draft championship too. So I ain't gonna post that video because that game was whack. Cause it was only like 7-0. That was another good game. I'm telling you, this defense that I got right now is unstoppable. So even if my offense don't get it going, my defense gonna get it going. So yeah. Like y'all see, and I'm working on my team so I can start playing like weekend league and all that stuff. I'm just building my team right now. That's why I'm doing all this MUT draft. But as y'all see, I had him wide open, drop the ball like usual. That's how they do in Madden, is drop the ball, but it is what it is. Like I said, I was losing this whole game, man, and I came back. Y'all can skip to the end, because the ending is crazy. This game go to overtime. This game is just crazy, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Y'all gonna get my reaction at the end of the video, because I went crazy. I turned my mic on. Dude left the game. He ain't want no problems with me, man. But like I said, greatest comeback ever for me wise, and I ain't give up. I stayed in it the whole game, and it's nothing he couldn't did about that. But man, I know it's a long video. It's about 30 minutes, but hey, if y'all want to, like I said, skip to the end. It's the greatest comeback ever. I ain't trying to sugarcoat nothing. I'm gonna show y'all the legit that how I was down and I came up, came back. So make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man. And I'm about this thing. And be looking out for that tutorial video on my defense and how I set it up. So man, thank y'all for watching this video. I'm out.
Out of the gun, Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Preston Smith coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. To throw is Fields. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good start. We're scoreless after 1. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Coming off the pick 6, it's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And now it's 2nd down. Newton. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. From the gun, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
2nd and 6 from the 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on first. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down to the 29.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. Now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Flushed out right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A shotgun snap, Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. David Njoku. As the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A final shot before the break. Newton. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have come to halftime in what's already a two-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a two-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in the second half. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive?
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Here's Fields. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 more on that one and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Fields. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back first down pickups. 2nd and 2. Back to throw, Fields. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Buda Baker with a pick, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Barkley on first down, going to work his way forward, only for about a couple there.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a give to Barkley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Newton now to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Matt Judon drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that 0. On 1st down, Newton. Flush to his right. Finding room to the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They fake the give. Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Njoku, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Prater for the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Newton. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it?
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game
GG.
in OT.
Greatest comeback ever. Greatest comeback ever. Y'all better hit that dang like button. Y'all better subscribe to the channel. That was the greatest comeback ever. I was losing the whole game. Hit that goddamn like button. And we out this thing. What you talking about?